Hello and happy Samhain to all of those of you who are watching us in the Northern Hemisphere. In the Southern Hemisphere, I'm conscious it's not Samhain, but we are based in the Northern Hemisphere at the moment. So that's what we're going to talk about because today we really want to work with those deep Samhain energies with you. So myself and Yolandi are here to do some magic. How are you feeling today, Yolandi?
Oh, I'm so excited. I was saying to Karen, I feel like all the ancestors have stepped forward and are literally driving in the car with me and like doing all the good things. And so I'm really excited to be able to bring that energy and that like frequency just into the room today because it just feels so beautiful and it feels really like amazing to be able to just like be so free across the veil, right? Like it's literally like just like seeing how happy they are and like how much, yeah. So for me today feels like not dark and spooky, but today feels really like amazing and like connected in a weird way.
It's funny, isn't it? Because I was just thinking that when you were talking about the fact that, here in the Northern Hemisphere, it's Samhain, which means that the veils between our world and the world of the dead, the world of our ancestors, are thin. In the Southern Hemisphere, I always get this wrong. Um, I believe it's Beltane, which means that the veils between our world and the world of like the nature spirits are thin. And so usually you'd get that the other way around. Beltane, it would be that fizzy, sort of bubbly energy that is just pure nature,
Yes.
whereas here would be the dark, and it would be very much linked to death. And don't get me wrong, as a witch who thrives in the dark, I think there's still a lot of that around, but there is also this bubbliness at the moment, and I wonder if we were in the southern hemisphere whether it would be equally as balanced, actually,
Mm.
whether
Yeah.
this moment in time, this moment that is kind of the veils are thin everywhere, but this moment where we're at this transition point, not only between years, because let's remember that Samhain is the new year for witches, but also between entire cycles. As we were talking about before we started recording, this has been numerologically a year 9. Next year is a year 1. So we are standing now at that threshold today between an old cycle and a new one. I wonder if it's kind of let all of those veils drop for us. So literally everything is everyone and everything is stepping in to work with us. And for us in Project Earthwork, we work with the nature spirits, we work with ancestors, we work with all of it because we believe that we are all part of one and the same mission, which is to support our planet effectively.
Oh, and that just gave me like full body goosies as you were talking. I'm like,
Mm.
shit. Because there's definitely something there, isn't there? That there's like, it's almost like a cross. It's just like actually everything's becoming one now, even though we are so far apart from our like peeps down south, right? Like it is actually, what if she's just saying, okay, I'm going to open up all of the portals and you guys can actually experience that? Oh my goodness.
Like a
Okay, I didn't
great
see
big
that coming.
neither did I. It's funny, Yolandi and I come on to do these things and we start talking and go, what are we going to talk about today? And then we've just sat and talked for an hour, didn't record any of it. And now here we are talking about something almost completely different, not, but slightly different. But it,
But then this is making me feel about like, because part of our conversation was about like how it felt on the other side, right? And that like the energy of like non-suffering, like, like freedom, all of that on the other side of the veil. And then I'm also thinking like in terms of like nature spirits on the other side of the veil, like it's open. It's like, it's like the heaven that we keep like talking about, right? So what if all of these energies are literally opening up for us right now to say, well, this is all available to you. We need to start reflecting, this energy down here where you guys are in physical shape in 3D humanness, because we love being in suffering and we love like having a hard time down here. But they're going like, listen, this is available to you. Like we are nature spirits and ancestors are literally our like lifeline to that energy, like bringing that frequency into our awareness right now. That's what it feels right. Oh, wow. Yeah.
yeah. And it makes me wonder, if we just sit and open up to it while protecting ourselves, because of course, when we're working with new and incoming energies we haven't
Mhm.
worked with before, we need to protect ourselves, not necessarily because there's anything nasty out there, but just because your body isn't used to this energy and you don't want to make it explode. I wonder if we were to do that and sit in the energy of today, what else we'd find. Because it really does feel like a bit of a sort of multi-dimensional highway is opening up that we
Yes.
just get to sit in and you know, we don't necessarily need to go and dance there. There is plenty of dancing room in this dimension that we're in now, but we do need to listen to the wisdom that's coming through that says we don't need to suffer, that says open up to that sense of oneness, that says all of these different things that, you know, that also
I keep coming back to the moving between the dimensions. Like it just feels to me like we really need to start becoming aware of like what is available. Like even,
Mhm.
and if I say dimensions, I mean into light, darkness, light, dark. Like it is like there's a constant movement and an awareness of like what's happening inside of me and what is up like in my higher consciousness and in my subconscious, my deep dark subconscious, because for me they're all here. So like dancing in between, like moving in between these parts of myself to observe myself and to basically help myself to feel more free because I see myself as I am.
Yes.
Mm.
And to allow all the parts of, because you know that liberation when you were talking there about moving in and out, oh, I'm going to do a terrible job of butchering what I'm about to say, and I'll explain why in a second, because it made me think about quantum physics and that thing that, you know, particles, what has been observed by quantum physicists, and somebody who is much more au fait with this is going to have a field day with what I'm about to say, I'm sure, is that particles, when they're watched, don't always move the way we expect them to. It is not a question of they go back and forth, they go up and down, whatever. They move in different ways that almost can't be predicted. I
Mm-hmm.
think that's the same as us. Like so often in this world of ours, we are taught that we can only move a certain way. We can only go a certain distance. We can only grow to a certain place. We can only do, we can only be, etc., etc. Actually, if we are able to peer across the veils, to listen across the veils, to maybe step across the veils and move in and out of those different versions of us, we start to see our own different states where we don't just move like that, or we don't just move like that, where we're, you know, all over the place. And I'm not saying that in a we quantum leap kind of way, although maybe there's an opportunity for that as well. What I'm saying is we then move forward in whichever direction we want to, however rapidly or not we want to, from a place of real possibility and real liberation. And that's a really, really beautiful thing.
Mm. And then there's this part of me going, and we do it in a grounded way, right? Like we do it because in Project Earthwork, our motto is we do everything grounded, right? Like it's literally like if I can be like in this like pillar strength of myself and I'm able to like, you know, like move with these energies and stuff and like bring all of that in. I can feel like there's something here also about that then landing into our body and that becoming that embodiment piece that we are constantly missing as humans, right? Because we're up here and we're like intellectualizing everything, but then I bring that energy down and I become that and my body becomes that as well, right? My human movement, like how I am, how I feel, like all of it, like it all becomes to this point of integration, basically.
Mm-hmm. And our
Yeah.
human thought processes as well, right? Like I always use this line with clients about how when we're changing the neural pathways in our brain, it's like we are creating new roads. We're going off the roads that we've always used that are really easy to traverse, and we're creating brand new ones. And what this does is actually give us, it actually opens up the map and
Mm-hmm.
shows our minds that there were infinite number of different roads already. And we don't need to kind of bulldoze through them, cut through them with a scythe, anything like that. We
Yeah.
just start to recognize that they're there.
Yes. Yes. Because it's literally like going, okay, that was the part, and now we get to do this
Mhm.
with the help of like the energies,
With the
right?
help
And
of those who've already
that's
traversed them.
yes, exactly. And those who know better now that they're there and they can see
Mhm.
what we're missing, because sometimes we're looking like this and now we get to look like this.
Mhm.
Yes. Okay. I love that.
100%. Interesting. Well,
So, in that spirit, in the vein of this, I am thinking like we need to just see what falls in now, right?
I think we do. Before we start seeing what falls in, can I do a little, can I give us a little promo? Because there's two things we need to promo at the moment.
Yes.
One, do you want me to do the first one and you do the second? Just so it's not. So
Let me hear
first of
what you're
all,
doing first.
we're very excited to say that next month, November 2025, we are all three of us, myself, Yolandi, and Charlie, are going to be speaking at the Mind Body Spirit Festival in Birmingham in the UK. It's a whole weekend event. We are there on the Friday, which is the 14th of November. We will be doing a live activation there on the House of Wisdom stage, and we're really, really excited about it. It is the first time the three of us have come to a festival like this and worked together. We've done things separately, we've done things in other groupings, but we've never done something like this for the three of us, and it is going to be absolutely epic. So tickets are available now. If you would like to join us, we would love to see you there. That is event number one. Event number two, Yolandi.
Ta-da! Event number 2 is we are going to Glastonbury again in June 2026, and we will be doing a beautiful, beautiful weekend together working. Yeah, it's gonna be amazing. Like this is gonna be our last year in Glastonbury. We will be moving the Project Earthwork Road show basically away from Glastonbury. So if you can come and join us, it's going to be a weekend full of deep teaching, activations, working with the land, introducing you to some amazing new things that we discovered in a recent weekend in Avalon, the three of us together. And yeah, we just need to share that out, and we will be telling you guys all about it closer to the time. But yes, come and join us in June. It would be amazing to have you there. And I'm just, yeah, I'm excited for our last little spin in Glastonbury, and we hope you can come with us because it's going to be magic. And I think we've only got like 7 or 8 tickets left. So get your butt on our bandwagon, because the bus is leaving and we'd love you to come with us.
If you're thinking June's ages away, I don't need to worry about that yet. First of all, yeah, you do, because there's not many spaces left. And
Yeah.
second of all, we have a payment plan available. So please know
Yes.
you don't have to pay for everything up front. I think it's about £30 a month at the moment if you wanna join the payment plan. So that is possible. But that is our Project Earthwork notices for today before we go in and start playing.
Fantastic. Okay, yeah, I reckon let's go play and see what the ancestors want to share today.
Let's do it. Okay then. So as always, I am going to start by opening the space up. If you would like to join me in doing that, as long as it's safe for you to do so, feel free to close your eyes and join me. If you don't want to watch, then that's fine. Grab yourself a cup of tea and just start watching rather than joining in. But there is a power on a day like today, on a window like this one, in us all joining in. So just start by getting yourself nice and comfy. And when you're ready, if you'd like to close your eyes, do so. And just start by taking a big, deep breath. And letting that breath anchor you into this moment, into this time and this space, into this liminal point in the year where all of those veils have dropped. And as it turns out, this liminal point in the 10-year cycle where all of those veils have dropped, and we find ourselves at a real crux point. And instead of how so often these moments of transition can make us feel uncomfortable, let's just let ourselves breathe out and relax into what is that sense of possibility, a sense of liberation. And as you breathe back in again, let yourself come all the way into this beautiful body of yours. And breathing out, let yourself let go of anything that doesn't need to come into this space with us. As we continue to breathe, as we continue to just lean into these energies. And as we do, I'm going to start by calling in the circle around us, calling out to the east and to the air, to wisdom, to inspiration, to the power of our dreams and the power of our breath, to the birds and the butterflies, to the gentle breezes and the great big gales. To the east and to air, I invite them to join with us, to work with us, to bless this time, this space, and this work that we do together. Welcome. And turning to the south, I call out to the south and to the fire, to the dragons and the volcanoes, to the salamanders and to the sun itself that is that center of all life within this universe. Calling out to the candle flames and the torches, to the wildfires and the bonfires, to the south and to the fire. We invite them to join with us, to work with us, to bless this time, this space, and this work we do together. Welcome. Then turning to the west and calling out to the west and to water, to the ebb and the flow of the tides, to the cleansing and nourishment of the rains, to the emotions and the release of our tears. We call out to the depths and to reflection. We call out to those streams of consciousness and all that is held within them, to the whales and the dolphins, to the merfolk and the selkies that are the keeper of those streams. To the west and the water, we invite them to join with us, to work with us, to bless this time, this space, and this work we do together. Welcome. And then finally, turning to the north and to the earth, we call in the trees and the plants, the animals, the mountains, the rocks and the caves, to groundedness, to surety, to steadfastness, to fertility, to nourishment and to abundance. We call out to the earth. And we invite the north and the earth to join with us, to work with us, to bless this time, this space, and this work that we do together. Welcome. And we draw this circle around us all across time and space, so that wherever you are, whenever you are watching or listening to this, you know that you are held by east, by south, by west, by north, and back to east, in a circle of the deepest protection, in a circle of the deepest power, the deepest wisdom, and the deepest connection, in a circle that transcends those veils and works in all directions of not only time and space, but of reality, of thought, of belief, that moves through our bodies, that moves through our hearts, that moves through our minds, and that moves through our souls, and reminds us that we are powerful, that we are wise, and that we are so much more than we have been led to believe. Into that circle, we call to the center, to soul, to space, to spirit, and to ether. We call to our guides and our helpers, our teachers and our inspirers, our ancestors of blood, of soul, of stars, of heart, and of lineage. We call out to our own souls, to every facet of our beings through all directions of time and space, and we invite them to join with us, to work with us, to bless this time, this space, and this work that we do together with the love and the guidance of spirit, with the wisdom and the power of soul, with the vast, limitless potential of space, with the great mysteries of ether. To the center, to soul, to spirit, to space, and to ether, hail and welcome. And so as we sit in this space, I just invite you to take a deep breath. Let yourself feel into the energy of this circle that is building, this circle of which we are all part. As you do, feel your beautiful body as it sits or stands or lies within this circle. Feel the beautiful earth that holds you so deeply. Feel the beautiful cosmos that holds our planet so deeply. And know as you do that we are all connected in this great interwoven tapestry, we are all held, always held in every direction. And so in that knowing, I invite you to sit back, to relax, to allow whatever needs to come through to you and for you in this moment to do that. As I step back and allow whoever wishes to speak to us from the great council of our planetary ancestors to step forward and do that now. What jubilation we hear at this time. What a moment to pause and reflect upon all that has been. Pause and reflect upon all that can and will be. Do not let me get ahead of myself, though. Let us step back for a moment and look at all that you have been involved in, all that has been done and undone in the months and the weeks and the days that have led us to this place. There is great change happening. In every direction, shackles are being cast off feet and hands, and souls and hearts. In every direction, changes are being made more rapidly than one had anticipated, and yet slower in many places than we could have wished or dreamed. I understand this. But know that as we stand here on yonder side of these veils between the worlds, we look at the great timings that are unfolding, and we are grateful, we are proud, we are impressed by what we see, by the work that is being done. There is much changing, and much is changing beneath the surface that you have not yet begun to realize is actually taking shape. When will you recognize that the change in the world, the changing current of an entire planet, may be slower than you would like, but that does not mean that your own changing current must be so slow. After all, let us remember you are but one being. Let us remember the lightness, the smallness, the freedom of your own body, and how it, in a great, great oceanic tide, can move so much quicker if only it chooses its direction. How it, in a great oceanic tide, can so easily be swept away if it allows this to happen. You must remember now the uniqueness of your own self. We speak so often as a collective, I know, we speak so often of the collective. You will so often, as souls who are here with a great mission, with great work, you will so often think of how you must play a part in the greater whole, of what requires to be done, and of what your own position and role within that requirement should and must be. You will carry a guilt when you do not do all that you wish or effect the change you hope. I understand this. It is, in truth, what makes the hearts of those that are true to this planet so full, and also at times so weary. The fact that we see the fullness, the greatness of the work that must be done, that we feel and carry a responsibility for it. Know that in what I say at this time, I do not ask you to relinquish or forget that responsibility. But I also do not ask you to carry it wholly on your shoulders. At this time, on this crucial day, and in this crucial window of time, where the space between spaces comes so far to the fore, where you may see across the dimensions and through the veils with a greater clarity than ever before, you are invited to look at the changing tide affecting your own self. You are invited to strengthen your belief and your courage in your own ability to traverse those tides. You are invited to no longer fear what is in the ocean beneath you, but to know that it all swims with you, that all swims with you. And you are instructed, if I may, to set your course, to look to the course that you wish to approach, to move through, and to set that course firmly, strongly, in such a way that means you cannot and will not be deterred from your destination. For it is in doing this that you will make the greatest use of the current energetics. Before you do this, though, allow us to have a moment. Allow us to remind you of the importance in honoring yourself. Today is a day for candles. Today is a day for reverence and for ritual. That is true. But today is also a day for treats. It is a day for enjoyment, for laughter, and for fun. You know, these things are often considered oppositional to the truth of the current season, the truth of the current festival. And we see and understand why that is the case, but in honesty, they never needed to be oppositional. It all must be included. Give yourself today, darling ones. Whenever you hear this, give yourself today to celebrate to celebrate how far you have already traversed across the oceans, to celebrate the ways in which the tide has already turned for you and you yourself have played a part in changing those tides for others. Give yourself some time to recognize where you are going to plot your course and know that you will head there. And then swim, my darlings, swim, knowing that you do not do so alone, that by your side in every moment are ancestors going back to the dawn of your species and beyond, ancestors going back to the dawn of the universe and further, that every one of them holds a grain of wisdom, a gem of insight that they are more than willing to share with you, that every one of them has a helping hand that they are more than willing to hold out for you, that every one of them swims beside you, before you, with you, and that every one of them is aware of those who swim after you also, those who will benefit from the course that you follow, who will benefit from the reverence in which you hold yourself, who will benefit from all that is unfolding. Today, as you honor those who have left this planet before you, know that we are honoring you too. Know that our glasses are raised high in gratitude for the reverence with which you speak of us, in gratitude for the ways that you remember us, but also in gratitude for the ways that you carry on our work, our hearts, our lineages, our teachings, our wisdom, and our love. Know that we do not see your wisdom as limited, for we do not see the limitations that you have been told are real. We do not see the rules and the boxes that you are told to work within. We see only the full beaming truth of your radiance. And from that full and beaming truth, we see the changes that even now are being seeded, are beginning to be made real. Allow your radiance to light the way through this dark season, not in a way that forces you to run, but in a way that helps you to see, in a way that allows you to write the maps for what will come tomorrow, in 1 week, in 1 month, in 7, 8, 9 years from now, for this is the course you are plotting at this time. It is a course that will be filled with your own power, with your own truth. It is a course that is waiting to be traversed by you, and a course that we ourselves know is yours for the taking. How do we know this, you ask? For it is a course we have always known, a course we ourselves have walked around, have walked ahead of, and have walked behind. A course that we also have been waiting for you to step onto. Step through the veils now. Let this portal of expansion support your moment of reflection and your moment of planning, and allow yourself to become. It is in that joy of becoming that we all wish to see you. It is through the joy of becoming that we have all moved. And though your own journey will be different to ours at this time, we will celebrate just as deeply. Let us celebrate you as you celebrate us, and know that we are all one. We are all united. We are all liberated when we choose to follow the path of cohesion. Thank you, and blessings to you all at this time, in this moment.
Okay, beautiful. So just staying in this incredible space right now. Kishena soro ola in ahi Arata ikurua sekinna hiale. And just really becoming aware of the energies surrounding you right now, of every single one of the ancestors stepping forward. Kita ila hinda he. Gorosana heke. And as you stand here now, seeing yourself standing, kotunuatai, from the center of your heart, these beautiful threads that connect to every single one of them. This weaving of you back into them. They become you and you are them. And as you allow this connection to all of the magic that they carry, to start to weave back into your being today, this incredible opportunity that we have to remember that beauty, that wisdom, that determination, that courage that they carry as well. And they are this team that is literally inside of you, inside of every cell of your being. And today they get to show themselves. But deep inside of you, this doesn't ever go away. This is every single day. They are there. They are with you. And they are walking with you. Sahia kona wa he la shendo sikiatera ishana hi okurawata hi. Andoro sahia kola hua. And that all that they ever wanted for every single one of us was to walk this path. Enjoy to walk this path in a space of absolute beauty. Understanding that even though we can't always see forward, even though it isn't always easy, but that this is why you came. You came to experience this. You came to walk this path. And you knew that they were going to be there. And they want to walk with you. So allow this energy to be activated within you today. This energy of deep, deep remembering. And all of the gifts combined of all these hundreds and thousands of ancestors that goes right back to the beginning of time. All of this is available to you right now. There's so much magic here, right inside of you right now. And see those strands woven into you. See how every single bit of magic is you. How as that moment of conception, that moment when that spark ignited and you started developing within the womb, they'd already started journeying with you. And there they will stay until you let out your last breath. Gishana Sekorahiaka. So as we allow ourselves today to honor and really receive the love and receive the support of all of these beautiful, beautiful humans that walked on this planet before us. Because within every single heart, there is the knowing that we are walking back to oneness, the knowing that we are walking back to remembering the love that we are. And the most authentic part is the love that you are, the love that they were, right since the beginning of time. And all of that is within you. Moturunua inda lahia ke rahia se. So if we allow that matutuana tata to become the guiding light on this pathway going forward, naturua tahiaka, that intention of love that has been streaming through the blood of so many before you, toronua tahiake, and just allowing that to settle within your being. Mutuana tahia kurua la icha tranahia kera sinda ioko. Andulua shena se kurua salahi. Amba hio korana hike. Andotua talai shenava se kurua se ahiaka. And as we all continue now to walk and to celebrate and to really, really revel in all that you have gone through and look upon what lies ahead. Look upon all that you have that is supporting you right now to step into this unknown future, to step into this space where you are held and where you are loved and where you are love, and where you get to move this energy like a cloak across this planet. And every step you take, it is like a beautiful veil that gets to be experienced by all of those that meet you. And if you walk in that energy of the divine love, in the energy of that spark, of that remembering, of that deep, deep reverence that they have walked in, how will that change the world? How will that make you the beautiful ancestor that you've always wanted to be? And knowing that you have this opportunity now to embrace it, to drop the fear, to drop the apathy and the hopelessness, and we let that go today, because they are cheering you on. They are cheering every single one of us on. And they are here waiting for you to start this journey from a space of joy and celebration for who you are and the magic that you are and everything that you have done. So just take a moment now to really breathe in that appreciation. Feel that support behind you right now, knowing that where you go after today, as you step over this threshold into this new timeline, into this new earth that is waiting for all of us, you get to be the beacon, you get to be the magic that they have lived for, and that you are. Karasendo oloia embareko nduarasenda hi avate kula hu atedna ish esunuatra imale kuruata iale ishenda sekura esana sekuruata la hiaka indushuase ina hiokura wahiaka eshona sahi. So see yourself standing in front of this door right now, Guru Nuata la inda hiaka, taking your hands and pushing it open, Mutwanata hiaka ila shanasa, armed with all the love and the courage, Musuanasa, and the joy, Matutuanata hiako, and the anticipation and the excitement of stepping forward now, Muturunuata hiaka, with them walking right here with you. Never alone, never alone, never alone. Kutwanata he. And see yourself now stepping over that threshold and into this brand new way of being, into this beingness. Guru nuala inda ke andushiwa se kia se arahiaka. Entunuala imba e kuruala ishana seku ambata ke anahia kurawa helo shanda siake aramahi okoroa shenda. And in this space of this love that runs through your veins right now, of the support, of this cheering on, just place your hands on your heart right now. And take a moment to say thank you. Thank you to all of them. Thank you to yourself, to your brave human self, for being on this planet, for having come here, and for changing things, for changing how you do life, how you perceive this planet, and really knowing that this is your time now. This is your time, so embrace it. They want this for you. Your soul wants this for you. So let your human want this too. Kunuata indalahi, mata iako. And this beautiful team, Tunuata Hiako, will walk with you going forward. Mutualai. So say thank you. Kutuana tahiake. Embrace all of it, because it is such a beautiful gift. To be disconnected, to be in this knowing, in this body knowing that you get to do this with them. Alisha masekura u ayende andulowa trakiale anasekuate. Beautiful. Okay, so we're just gonna close down our circle now and just come back into your body. Before we do that, just really start to move around, wiggle your fingers. Feel this new awareness flowing through your veins, this new remembering flowing through you, your DNA calling back to this remembering. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so as I close down the circle now, mesona he e korave e la shenda se imbotarawa e kolave e trana hiake. Thanking, thanking, thanking. Tuturawana tahiaka. So grateful. Amahi ala iako atarahiate. And so it is. So just take your time now to gently come back into the room, back into the space, back into your body.
Back in the room. That was beautiful. Thank you.
Ditto.
So that's us done. And we've both now got to come back into our bodies and back into life. So yeah, we are gonna say thank you for joining us today. And whenever and wherever you are catching this, we hope you've enjoyed it. We hope it has brought you what you need. I will say, as always with Samhain energies, make sure you've got a journal next to your bed for the next few nights when you're sleeping, because those veils are thin and then might want to come and talk to you in your dreams. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much. That was beautiful. Yeah, and we'll see you very soon. And as Charlie would always say to us, like, subscribe, and do all the good stuff.
All the things. All the
Share
things.
with anyone. Leave us a comment if you enjoyed this. And yeah, we will see you very, very soon.